Rotate your phone. I got an idea. Are we live now?
Hold on.
I almost said a cuss word. That would have broken my... Yep, now we're live. Now we're live.
No. Well,
Rotate your phone. Rotate your phone, man. See? When it's just... Are we...
it's frozen. It's frozen. There's nothing really going on.
So it's not record. Oh, wait.
Oh,
no,
wait. There it is. We're actually recording now.
Freaking technology. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Dane. Good to see you.
Oh, hey.
David Magruder. Mr. Paul. There's
What's up, Paul?
Go Cougs, Paul.
Hold on. No, go Huskies.
What a jerk. What a jerk. So we were having some technical difficulties, but we got those figured out. I have no idea what I did, but I figured them out nonetheless. I thought I knew you. How are you? Good. Good to see you
He
too.
apparently knows everybody.
I do know everybody. I'll see you later. Go Cougs. See, that's right. Go Cougs right there.
I didn't go to either one of the two colleges, so I don't really care.
He just likes to poke the bear.
I just like to poke the bear.
What a jerk. All right. Good morning, you guys. Welcome to Luke and Rory.
Welcome to Rory.
Yeah, welcome to Rory with
me.
special guest Dane. Actually, I do not know if Luke is going to join us here online, but got a message from Luke this morning. He was not feeling good. Apparently, whatever he had to eat last night is not sitting well with him.
Because we went to dinner at your house.
Jeremiah, good to see you, man.
Come on, Jeremiah.
Duh, Bears. The Bears were good back in 2006.
And maybe back in the 80s, too. They had their shot for 15 seconds.
Now, the thing is, I wouldn't put it past Luke to actually lie and, like, video bomb us.
Oh, well, sorry, Jillian, I'm going to throw us under the bus. We were going to do that last week. I was literally going to show up, like, park over there, like, literally fly my drone. So it just stopped, like, right in the window, just like, Facebook Living while you guys Facebook. It would have been hilarious. But then she couldn't make it.
Yeah. And, you know, we asked Jillian if she wanted to join us this morning. It was a last-minute thing. And, unfortunately, her kid is still sick, too.
Unfortunately.
Reached out to Kevin. So, apparently, nobody wants to join us today.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
They don't like us.
So, it's just us, you guys. You're stuck with us. Dane.
Rory.
Dane.
Rory.
Who is Dane?
I don't know. Some guy. He's a ninja.
So here, let me tell you guys about Dane. Dane helped some good friends of ours last year get into a house in Tacoma.
Who's sad face?
And, they did sad face because of Luke being sick.
Oh, okay.
And today, as a matter of fact, we have another group of friends that are signing their papers today.
3 p.m.
And they're closing tomorrow. And I'm catching up with them tonight to do a final walkthrough.
Fun.
Sellers have already moved out. So they're just jacked. I mean, if we could show you guys the text messages that we've been getting from them, I'm surprised they're not virtually peeing their pants.
I wouldn't be surprised if they are peeing their pants. They're the type of couple that would do that.
So
they're excited.
So this is the second time that I've had a chance to work with Dane. First time Dane has had a chance to work with our team. And again, it's just one of those things. We're all on the same page. We all have the goal of taking care of the client, getting them into the house.
Absolutely.
So I am just thrilled that Dane is joining us here today. I'm sad that Luke couldn't be here, but the show must go on. So Dane, tell us about you.
Hi everyone, my name is Dane. I am a mortgage broker with Mortgage Lending Group out in Linwood. I'm licensed to do loans all throughout the entire state of Washington. On top of that, I'm a photographer and I work for a racetrack as well. Other than that, I like long walks on the beach. Fettuccine Alfredo.
Good morning, Mama.
My wife, I love her obviously, and I think that's about it.
You know what? Your wife is a saint. Mr. Briggs, good morning, dude.
What's going on, Anthony?
Anthony, we got like less than 100 days, buddy, before we gotta start talking about the fall. I can't believe we already gotta start talking about the fall, Anthony, so we're gonna talk soon. Paul says, does that place let you use the restroom for free? Yes. As a matter of fact, they do. I didn't have to wait and let Dane figure it out. I went ahead and did it.
I bought coffee, so I'm a paying customer.
Yeah, he actually, yeah. Plus, you know what, Paul? Hold on a second. You run the show. Hold on a second, Paul. Don't go anywhere. I got to show you something. You run the show.
Hi guys, my name is Dane. I'm a mortgage broker. I don't know where Rory went. He obviously ran off to go do something. I think he's going to the bathroom right now. So, actually, if everybody wants to pull your phones out, literally, pull your phone out, pull up your messenger, find Rory Pitts.
What are you saying? So, I actually have a spot here at Anthem where I put my Cougar Cup. I actually have a spot over there. What are you doing, man? Look at that. Isn't that gross? You see how often I actually use the cup. But yeah, I got a spot over there. It's got my name, Rory Pitts.
I thought you were going to the bathroom, so I was telling everybody to start texting you.
See, Paul gets it. Go Cougs. Go Cougs.
Paul does get it. Paul's a good man. He's a good guy.
Yeah, so no, Anthem, great place. I actually just heard this past week that Anthem is growing now into Point Ruston. So if you've been over to the Point Ruston area in Tacoma, cool new development. I think it's great that Anthem's going over there.
I'm actually, when are they opening?
Anthony, delete.
I can make that happen.
Oh,
I'll see what I can do for you, Anthony.
Oh my god.
When are they opening that next location, the 6th location, Point Ruston?
I think you're supposed to have that one open by the end of summer.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on it. There used to be a bakery in there.
Okay.
And the bakery went out of business, and so Anthem thought that'd be a good place to. I think it's a fantastic place because now you can go get your coffee and then walk along the waterfront. And you know, if you love
It's a
Anthem,
great first date spot, I will say.
Are you asking me out on a date?
I've been asking you out on a date for a while.
I've got a woman.
Okay, so do I.
Anthony, tell us about your time at Tacoma CC.
Tacoma CC.
Community College?
I didn't go to Tacoma Community College.
Oh.
Anthony went to Tacoma Community College.
Anthony.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
I went.
Uh-oh. There's gonna be cougar fighting. Good morning, Rebecca. Good to see you on
Good
here.
morning, Rebecca. I don't know. Hi, Rebecca. Nice to meet you.
So we're not gonna nerd people out with real estate or mortgages or anything like that, because really nobody cares until the time comes they need a house.
Right,
and
exactly.
a mortgage. They don't really.
No, they don't really care.
So let's talk about your photography, man. Because you just recently you just became like the main dude for a racing association.
Yeah, so I am the main photographer for the Motorcycle Racing Association here in Washington called WIMRA. Shout out to all of those guys. We're actually racing this weekend at the Ridge out in Shelton. It's I believe $10 to get in. Racing starts at noon on Saturday all the way through Sunday. It will be tons of fun. It's supposed to rain this weekend, but we race rain or shine anyway.
Really?
Yeah, actually 10 or 11 years ago, they had one round where it was snowing the entire time.
What?
It was snowing and hailing, and they raced the entire weekend. I mean, it was maybe like 25%. Oh, what's up, dude?
That's why we love doing the show here.
What's up, Chase?
Kimberly, good morning, Kimberly.
Chase, so now since Chase is here, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Chase. Chase is my main guy. I love this guy. He tries to kill me every single time. He used to race. He's retired now. He calls me one day and he was like, "Hey, I really want this picture of me coming in sideways into turn 13. Can you stand in the middle of the exit in case somebody, like, it's where somebody screws up, that's where they go to, like, not crash into a wall. He goes, can you stand right there while I lose control of the back end of my motorcycle for a picture?" And I'm like, why not?
Now, is this the one that put your sticker underneath?
No, that was me.
And it's a real sticker, or is it Photoshop?
Oh no, that was a real sticker.
Oh, that is so cool.
I saw him.
Good morning, Joyce. Good to see you.
Good morning, Joyce. So I saw Chase at the hotel because everybody like stays at the hotels locally. So I see him in the morning. I put a sticker on the back of his Jeep, right? And this is what started the sticker bomb, like the sticker war. That he started it, I continued it.
C-Dub, good morning.
And then we got into a huge battle with it. But I stuck one on the back of his Jeep. I show up to the track before he does, run into his pits. His teammates were like,
Jillian!
"What's up, Jillian?" I run into his pits. His teammates are like, we don't see anything. We don't know what's going on. Stuck one of my stickers on the bottom of his belly pan. He comes through a corner, took an awesome picture of him coming through, sticker and everything.
That's an awesome picture.
Posted that picture and I was like, there's something different about your bike, Chase. And he was like, how dare you deface my Scarlet. Come to find out, if you actually zoom in on the picture, there's a inappropriate decal that somebody put on it. Nobody caught it for like months, and I was like, wait, what? Well,
C-Dub says, hey, I'm 3.5 months being a first home owner. Awesome,
good
dude.
job. Congratulations, C-Dub.
Good morning, Jillian.
Good morning,
I hope the little
Jillian.
one gets better. So where can people see this picture?
If you go to my Facebook, to Dane Añar, just my normal Facebook page, if you go through all of, like 1 billion cover photos that I've already uploaded, it's in there. Maybe I can find it on my phone. Regardless, if you just look on whoisdane.com, if you look on my Facebook page or any of my photography pages, like, you will find it. It's all over the place. And then that was a couple years ago too.
Really?
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago that I think I did that. Because this sticker war has been going on for a long time. Like, I did you see the video that I made the other day where I was like, I learned new transitions?
No, I'll have to take a look.
So, I basically got caught by my own drone sticker bombing people's motorcycles.
Uh-oh, Maurice is on here. We're in trouble now. Well, I know what? Late notification. Yeah, you know what? We had a really goofy start to the show.
We did.
Don't know why.
His phone kept dying.
Dane actually took a picture of it, so I'm sure he's going to post it
He
if
should
he
get a
already
new
has
phone. Like,
it. You can pay for my new phone. Love the t-shirt, Rory. Thank you. Thank you.
you should bring it back for Throwback Thursday.
You should bring it back for Throwback Thursday. Just hit my 2-year-old. Just hit my 2-year-old. I need to learn how to read. Just hit my 2-year anniversary for owning my.
Let me tell you something, guys. Rory does not hit his children. He does not condone hitting a 2-year-old. We do need to organize a sushi day, Marisa. He does not hit 2-year-olds. 2.5, that's like that starting point for him. But if it's under 2.5, like, don't do it, people. Just don't hit your children.
No, I don't. Dane, we need to still organize a sushi date. Oh, okay.
You want to come? I'm not paying this time.
No, I don't blame you. Jimmy took me out for sushi 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he was trying to blow me up. He was like, hey, Dane, look, I'm taking Rory out to sushi. You should be jealous. No. And I was like, that's great. I'm watching Taylor Swift live.
Yeah, then we were teasing you. We were watching Taylor Swift. You know what? I was actually going to tell you, I couldn't get over to this truck quick enough, but I saw your sticker about a month ago up there on South Hill. And I was gonna, because at first I'm looking at the sticker and I'm like, why does that look familiar? And then I go back to, I'm texting somebody or something, and then just as I remember it, that's Dane's sticker. I see the guy coming over to the truck, and I'm like, that might be a little awkward.
Do you remember what kind of truck it was?
It was a pickup truck, orange, red. I want to say it was an older pickup truck, but I can't remember any other stickers. I just remember seeing your sticker, and I'm like, dang it!
I wonder if it's Kevin. Anyway.
Dane, I've seen that pic you're talking about. It's hella cool. Yep.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
He owes me. Oh, apparently you owe Marisa.
I
sushi.
do. You're right.
All
Don't
right.
tell him why I owe
Why?
you. No.
Why?
Doesn't matter.
Did you lose a sports bet? Because
Nope.
we're going to talk about sports now.
I sent her to find out where you were doing your live feed yet from last week because I was trying to figure out if you're gonna do it here, if you're gonna do it at the park, so that way Julie and I can come crash it.
Ah.
And then she comes back, she was like, he's doing it at them, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna go video bomb him, and then it never
Did
happened.
she ask me? Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Kim.
I wonder if she asked me.
There we
go.
I think that might be the picture.
Cool.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it.
Nice. Paul's a good dude.
Paul is a good dude.
I love Paul. You know, the first time I heard of Paul, this is a very cool story. First time I heard of Paul was, I believe it was on the men's room on KISW.
Okay.
And he was dressing up. Well, let me rephrase that. He looked like, when he put on his clothes and he did his hair, he looked like a famous chef.
Gordon Ramsay.
Guy Fieri.
I can see that now.
And he walked around the pits at Seafair.
Oh.
And he didn't tell anybody he was Guy Fieri.
But were people like,
But
oh
he
my God, it's Guy
but he
Fieri?
didn't say he wasn't Guy Fieri.
That's
And so
awesome.
he's telling the story on the men's room, and it's hilarious. And then I don't know how it came about. I think I saw a picture of him with the guys in the men's room on their website or something. And then I happened to run into him. Hey, good morning, Ian. I happened to run into him at a Cougar football viewing party.
No kidding.
And I'm like, holy crap, that's the guy that dressed up like Guy Fieri. And he's a Cougar too?
That's awesome. I met Paul at a Lexus charity event. He was another photographer there. He was referred to by one of the...
Bob! Good morning, Bob! Bob's in St. Louis.
Oh, wow. Welcome, Bob. Thanks for joining in.
We should talk about Bob. No, let's talk about Paul.
Bob?
Let's talk about Paul first.
But yeah, I met Paul at a Lexus event. Super cool guy. Great guy. We basically took pictures of everybody at this event, and yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing for me. Like, as a photographer, there's so many people that are professional photographers nowadays, and to be mad that you have competition, like, you can't get mad at that, right?
No.
Like, you can't be mad that there's competition, because you're always gonna have competition. And so, you know, there's a lot of
Katie,
people...
good morning, Katie.
Good morning, Katie. Oh, I love Katie
Katie
too.
is like a social media guru.
Wow.
So when
We should have coffee, Katie.
So well, she lives in San Francisco, so you want to fly down there?
I'll fly to you. On my way down to San Diego, my
So
favorite
when Katie watches the show, that's like I'm like fanboying right now.
He's fangirling out over you. You got a fangirl.
Yeah, you know what? That's such a good point about competition, because it's the same thing in real estate, same thing in lending. You got all these people. Why so much hate? And I run across a lot of hate.
Oh, I do too.
Which it just stuns me. It's like, aren't we all in this to help people buy and sell real estate?
One of my old mentors as a photographer actually blocked me and everything on social media because I challenged his ability as a photographer, and he didn't like that. Therefore, we're no longer friends, sadly, unfortunately. Hi, Shelly. I'll see you in a little bit. But it was just like, people are like, oh, can I come take pictures at track? I don't want to, step on your toes. I'm like, come. I'll show you where all the great places to take pictures at, because if you, one, want to try and take my job as a photographer, please be my guest. I like to sleep in on the weekend every now and then. And two, that's just life. If you're gonna offer something better than me, then obviously I need to do something myself to be able to stay on top of my game as well, right? So as a mortgage lender, as a real estate agent, like, we're always going to have competition.
Oh, yeah.
And there's always going to be somebody that's going to try to be better than us, right? And we can either get mad about that, or we can say, all right, well, what are they doing that I'm not doing? How can I become a better real estate agent, photographer, mortgage lender, yada, 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 better parent, better husband, better whatever, and just become a better person, right? Like, instead of just saying, oh, this sucks, I'm so angry and jealous of that person because they're better than me. Whose problem is that? It's yours. Become a better person.
Yep, I agree.
That's my soapbox rant for the day.
What's grinding my gears today?
Yeah.
Aaron, good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Aaron.
Aaron is a 49ers fan, yet I still love him.
You got Sherman. I'm not going to lie. Like, your guys' jerseys this year look really good.
See, I tricked you into talking sports.
I'll talk football. I will talk football. I'll talk about Seahawks. I'll talk about golf. You guys want to talk about golf? Let's talk about golf.
No, let's not. Let's not.
Did you know dancing is actually a sport? They have a thing called dance sport.
Dance sport?
Dance sport. Professional dancers actually competing against each other, and it is a legitimate sport. If you look at any professional ballroom dancer, they're about this big.
Where's my phone to say, all right, you're talking dance, I'm out?
Right there.
He does that to me. Well, I wanted to piggyback on what you were just saying a moment ago. Gary Vaynerchuk, which you're waiting for me to name drop that guy. Gary Vaynerchuk said something, I'm paraphrasing, said something a little while ago that basically said he's not afraid to share what he knows with the masses.
Absolutely.
And the reason is that he says, because I know 90% of you guys won't do anything.
That is so true.
You'll look at it and you won't do anything. And I thought about that because I got to be honest, there's a lot of real estate agents in this area that I don't follow their business page because, one, I don't want to emulate what they're doing because I don't want to be seen as someone who's copying somebody else.
For sure.
Even though it's so many cool ideas nowadays. It seems like everything's kind of overlapping a little bit. But I thought to myself, because then I also thought, and I was talking to you before we started the show, how about the M's this year? We'll talk about the M's in a second. Indeed, steel, sharpen steel. Love working with the best of the best. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
I was just sharing with you before we started that I'm working on a presentation. I'm doing a networking event next week. And Jillian, if you're still on here, Jillian, you have to come to the networking event. I'm giving the presentation. So it's going to be cool. I'm just telling you right now.
I might even go to the presentation.
You know, it's a lunch write-off.
I'm going to like heckle it from the back row.
How many characters can it put in Facebook?
So if I post on Facebook, does it go on Instagram? What's the difference between Instagram and Facebook?
Can I snap a post on Twitter?
Can I post to Instagram from my phone?
Cool. Jillian said she'll be there. Dave Magruder. I follow every lawn care company in my market on every channel, so I can. I do it so I know what not to do.
So he's got a good point. I mean, there's.
Yeah.
I personally think there's far more real estate agents than there are lawn care companies.
Yep.
Right? So we can't follow everybody. I mean, just like me as a broker, like there's tons of brokers out there that all work for various companies. I mean, Jillian's a broker, you know, and I want to follow them, right? And sit there and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So that I can become better than them. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I still have to do my job.
Yep.
I still have to work. I still have to make money, right? So if I'm going to spend all that time following somebody, I'm not being productive, right?
Yep.
So personally, I think my goal is I want to be the guy that's followed by all of my competitors, wondering what I'm doing. Because then that way I don't have to worry about that.
I love that. You know what? It's funny you say that at this moment right now. I think you just helped me realize something. I want people to follow me and see what I'm doing.
Gary Vaynerchuk, love that guy.
Sorry,
Gary V. We're gonna talk about Gary V again.
Okay, we're good.
Dang, 16 people. Dang, that's a lot of
16
people.
people.
That's awesome.
Holy crap! I love you guys.
Gary says, you know, in today's world, you're trading attention. That's really what we're doing. We're all looking for attention. We all want attention from anybody that'll pay attention to us, because that's what's going to help us grow our businesses, sell to you, market to you, and help you eventually, you know, do whatever it is that we can help you to do, you know. And so for me, you know, because I work from home and sometimes I don't even, you know, put pants on until like 5 in the afternoon, like work from home life, guys, just saying. But Monday through Wednesday is my like...
Be quiet, Marisa.
Right? Thank you, Marisa. But Monday through Wednesday, I'll do all of my like work. You know, like processing things, looking over documents, you know, going through all of my photos, doing whatever I need to do. It's me, 72 hours in front of my computer, you know, if I'm wearing basketball shorts or whatever, like I'm getting work done.
Yep.
Thursday, Friday, I call them my social days, I guess you could say. That's a more PG version of it.
Mario says this is cool, Dane. Katie Lance, work from
Hey,
home
what's
life.
up, Mario?
Yep, Katie knows what that's all about.
Oh, work from home life. You know what it's like. You know what it's like.
Yep.
But no, Thursday, Friday is my, you know, let's go to lunch, let's have coffee, let's go do this, let's go do that, because I want to try and meet new people every week.
Yep.
Right? Like,
oh, she's back.
She's probably tagged my car. Do I have a ticket? No, I don't have a ticket yet.
Stan, good morning, man.
Good morning, Stan. My old boss's name was Stan. I called him Stan the Man. I drove him up the wall. That's why I don't work for him anymore.
Look, a squirrel.
Right? But yeah, you know, it's just, I totally forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, does a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home moms have the hardest jobs in the world. Yeah.
Working in your business versus working on your business is
absolutely.
the ninja way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
What's up, Shelly?
Well, you know, and the other thing is, look, she's on fire. She is.
We should take this phone and run out there and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing right now?
She is chalking the tires.
She's making my money.
You know, and the other thing is to do stuff like this, like what we're doing right now.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm having you on the show, one, because you're a friend, but two, because I want to reach an audience of your people that I don't know.
And I want to reach your audience as
and
well.
Vice versa, because it's one of those things where it's like, and you have to have the right mindset. I said that the wrong way, but if you have the right mindset of, how can I help you reach my people?
Absolutely.
And if you have that kind of mindset where it's like, how can I help you reach my people?
One of my friends from high school, she's a photographer. We're in a lot of the same photography groups. And her biggest thing is community over competition. You know, help your community out, help your fellow photographers out. Like, I want to help my fellow mortgage brokers out and fellow digital advertising people that work in the industry, fellow photographers, and be like, hey, well, here's where I'm at. I'm not up here, trust me, I'm nowhere up there. I'm like right here. You know, you may be right below me, you may be right above me, but we have different strengths and weaknesses. How can I be of service to you to help you become better?
Yep.
You know, how can I help you to become a better person, right?
You know, and when the market adjusts, because it's going to adjust. We're not saying it's going to crash.
No. No 2008s.
No.
Trust me. I am not going to be the reason that happens.
No. But when it adjusts, the people that...
See you later, Katie.
Thanks, Katie. Good to see you. The thing is, when the market adjusts, the people that create those relationships, create those bonds, create community, they're the ones that are going to stick around. The ones that are just in it for the quick buck.
Oh, they're going to be gone.
They're going to be on
to the next thing.
Yep.
You know, I tell people all the time, they're always like, you know, oh, there's just so many real estate agents, or I want to become an agent, or, you know, it's so hard in this industry. And it's like, yeah, the first couple of years are going to be difficult because you're building your business, you're building your network, you know. Utilize any networks that already exist. I certainly have, absolutely.
Is that Gary Vee?
With the beanie, it almost looks like it. He's been hanging out with Backpack Kid every now and then. You know, but it takes time. But the thing is like after 3 years, I would say 50% of the people that started around the same time that you did are gone. They failed. They didn't do what they had to do in order to build a business, and you know, they couldn't succeed because they were too busy trying to be like, hey, want to sell a house? Hey, want to sell your house? Hey, want to buy a house? Hey, want to buy a house? Versus being
hey,
like,
you want me to break your finger?
Right. Versus being like, hey, how's it going? How's your family? How's your kids? You know, like,
I can think
about your clients.
I can think of probably 5 people that I got into the business with at Keller Williams at the same time, or right around the same time. And I can think of 5 people that are crushing it right now because of the way that they've built relationships.
Absolutely.
There's one dude, and I'm sure if you know me well enough, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna
name names.
I'm not gonna promote him. It's my show. He has enough promotion as it is.
Right.
But there's one dude out there, great dude, and if there's anybody that I would want to send people to, it would be him.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say his name because I want you to come to me.
I mean, that's the thing is like, you know, Jillian's watching the show right now. She's another mortgage broker, right? She's got her strengths. She's great at certain things. I'm great at certain things. I'm great at certain products. She's great at certain products, right? If there's something that I can't do, right? I'm gonna be like, hey, I think Jillian can do this. Send over, you know, talk to her.
I gotta talk to you after the show.
Absolutely.
I just remembered I gotta tell you about somebody. But you know what? You're absolutely right because between Luke and I, we've probably got 5 people that we know and trust. But you all have different strengths.
Absolutely.
And so personalities too.
Yeah.
Because there's some people out there
that you're just not gonna get along with.
Yep.
Like for me, like my strength is Jimmy and I tell a realtor horror story before we send people to you, Rory.
Yeah. We won't name drop.
We won't name drop at all. But we know.
We know who that person is.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
More sushi.
It was my fault that you had to go through him in the first place, and I'm sorry that it didn't work out. We met him. See, look at this beautiful face right here. We met this one, and we're good. We eat sushi together. I don't shoot motorcycles. You don't shoot. I really don't want to.
You know what? He's right. Have you seen his pictures during football season?
Yeah, no, he's great.
So freaking good.
He's great. Better keep up the
good work. Jillian's way prettier, is what Jeremiah said.
Oh, she told me.
Keep up the good work, guys. Dane, I miss your lectures. Haha, growing up, you're the best motivation.
Brady. Hi, Brady.
That's awesome.
I've known her since she was like literally like 4 years old.
Oh.
Like I grew up with her and her mom. Her mom and my mom are best friends.
You're cute too, Dane.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, well, hey, let's talk about something else.
Yes.
I went and saw Solo over the weekend.
Never even. Which one's that one? What's that one?
Are you not a movie nerd?
I don't pay attention.
Okay, Marisa, you're gonna have to jump in here because he can't do anything. So I went and saw the new Han Solo movie.
Oh.
They created a new prequel.
Sorry.
Yeah. See, that's what I love about this spot.
Squirrel.
That's what I love about this spot is that you can see some interesting things. And like one day, I can't remember. I think I was with Luke. We saw somebody almost get freaking run over because cars weren't paying attention. and like hit their brakes at the last second. And you can imagine the person in the crosswalk, they were not too happy.
They're probably doing this while walking.
He just got into Harry Potter.
That is very true.
Okay.
I just watched my very first Harry Potter movie like 2 weeks ago.
And you know what the thing is? I know you don't like to read, it's against your religion, but if you actually read the books... No, here's the thing. With Harry Potter, I actually watched the movies first.
I agree. That's what everybody's been saying, is read the books.
The books are so much... Now, here's the thing. I watched the movies, then I read the books years later, and then I went back to watch the movies again, and I hate the movies now. Because the book... Anyways, so Paul says great, but Rogue One is better. I agree. The thing with Solo is that it was missing something. And I still haven't been able to put my finger on it.
So Solo is Star Wars, right?
So no, not Star Trek, Star Wars. And so it's the story of Han Solo before you come to know Harrison Ford.
Gotcha.
As Han Solo. And so it's kind of hit like how he came to be. And it was missing something. It's like when you watch the original movies, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
There's something to those movies. There's fun, there's heart, you care about those characters.
Depth, there's story. Yeah.
But it seems like with the newer movies they've made, it's like it's missing that. It's like it's too serious.
Well, you also have to look at it from, the movies, they're trying to make money from getting people to come in. So they're making it more appealing to the masses.
But they're not doing good because Solo actually did not meet the estimates and they're considering a bust.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jeremiah says he hasn't seen it yet.
Spoiler, Han Solo lives.
Spoiler, Han Solo's in another movie as well.
The newer ones are capitalizing instead of telling a story. Yes, absolutely agree. And I was talking to my son Ryan on Monday, and we were talking about The Last Jedi, which was the last main Star Wars timeline movie. And the more we talked about it, the more we got upset. The more we realized the movie sucks. The Last Jedi. It just... And I might be the only one out there that says it, but I'll say it. The Last Jedi sucks.
My wife is gonna disown me after saying this.
She hasn't already?
She hasn't already, surprisingly. Going on a month and a half. I'm not really that big of a Star Wars fan.
What are you into? What movies are you into?
I was a Trekkie.
What PG-13 or rated R movies are you into? I don't want to know about...
See, I'm all about John Wick style movies. I
have not seen a John Wick movie.
Get out.
I have not.
We're done.
No, it sucked hard. Okay, Maurice's with me. See, now we're talking about nerdy stuff and we're losing our audience. Luke's death was anticlimactic. Yes. Yeah. Luke's character was done wrong in that movie. Sorry. Go back to John Wick and killing puppies.
I mean, who doesn't want to watch a movie about a guy that takes everybody out for killing his puppy?
Is there not something more than just killing the puppy?
No, that's really what it is. They killed his puppy, and he literally just goes on a revenge killing spree.
And now he's turning into a second movie.
Yeah, well, he has two or three movies. They're awesome. I love John Wick. John Wick, and if you watch the videos that have popped up of Keanu Reeves actually training for the movie, he's a badass. Not even gonna lie, man crush Monday all day long. Keanu Reeves
with a pencil. I don't even know what that means.
That is so true. He literally kills a guy with a pencil.
The Joker kills a guy with a pencil.
With the eraser part of a pencil.
Oh no, that's kind of bad.
That's kind of crazy. Right? John Wick's.
So let me ask you this: are you? I like Tyler Perry movies personally, especially stage shows. Okay, delete.
Right. I'm right there with you. Greatest Showman all day long.
Oh yeah, Greatest Showman. Yes, I really like that. I really like that.
Great movie.
Are you a Top Gun fan?
I haven't watched Top Gun in a long time, but I am a Top Gun fan. I couldn't spit lines off of it like you probably can.
No, I can't. Luke can. Luke can though. They're making.
Just talk trash about Luke since
they're making Top Gun 2.
I know. I saw.
Yep,
so
Top Gun 2. Love the new Star Treks. You know what? I do too. There was a lot of people that didn't like the third new Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I think it's Star Trek Beyond is what it was.
Something like that.
I thought it was good. It felt like an old Star Trek show.
I haven't seen any of the Star Trek movies. I will probably watch them if I see them on TV. But
don't go out of your way.
Oh God, you have no idea. I'm so busy.
Bye, Jillian. See ya.
Bye, Jillian. I'll call you or text you later. We can go grab lunch. But as far as I hate to say this, but I'm too busy to go see a movie. I tried so hard while Deadpool was out.
Beauty and the Beast. You know what? I thought that was pretty good.
I cried during that movie.
I thought that was pretty good. You know, the thing is, I think Emma Watson's beautiful. and I thought that was.
The singing was phenomenal in that
Hey,
movie.
Lindsay, good to see you on here.
What's going on, Lindsay?
Now, the only, and Marisa, tell me if you agree or not, the only problem I have with Emma Watson being Belle is at the beginning of the movie when she's singing and she's gone to the library and
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
talking about her behind her back.
Song stuck in my head now.
She's not happy. She doesn't have a smile on her face. Like the cartoon. Because I went back and watched the cartoon, and she got a smile on her face. But with Emma Watson, she just kind of like has this look on her face the entire time.
RBF?
Her RBF, yes. Yes.
She had
the
her
dude who played
RBF.
Gaston was a total bait. Yeah. Yeah.
He was a
Yeah.
Keanu
You know it,
Reeves
I
baby.
know it, we all know it. It was huge.
Somebody screenshot that. It's apparently huge.
Oh my gosh. Did you see, are you a Transformers nerd?
I watched the movies, but I'm not a huge, like... I fail at the nerd card. You want to see nerdy, talk to me about bowling oil patterns, and I'll tell you nerdy.
What?
Yeah, I almost went pro as a bowler.
Nice.
Yeah.
You could have been like Kingpin.
Yeah. Like, I've competed, I went to competitions, I bowled amateur PBA.
Sorry. Hold on.
geez.
Crystal's on here. Sorry, I had to figure out who just jumped on.
By the way,
I disagree
Rory's
with EW.
like,
I
set
thought
up
she did,
here.
she did real well. It fit the tone of the song better, I thought. What the frick was that all
This
about?
setup is legit. Like, I thought I went out of the way to make my Facebook Live setups out of the world. No, Rory puts me to shame. He's got like
You know, I like...
lights and microphones. And
No.
he's
And
got
actually,
a production team back there.
the nice thing is we don't have jaundice today. Because you've seen some episodes where it looks like we have jaundice.
Yeah.
Today we don't. It's because we got dark clouds. That's why.
Clouds are great.
Fight me.
Love
I'll
clouds.
fight you, Marisa. I'll fight you. I think she was great. I think Emma Watson was great in the rest of the movie. I just thought at the beginning she should have been more happier. That's all I'm saying. All right, we're gonna talk Mariners now.
Anyway, Mariners.
Mariners lost last night.
Did they?
Yeah, they
Not
snapped.
surprised.
They snapped a 5-game winning streak.
Wow.
Yeah, they actually are in first place right now.
Really? Like, actually could potentially win, like, the big whatever.
Well, they're on pace, but I mean,
Okay.
they played against Houston. Houston is the other badass in
Houston
the
Astros?
Yep,
Their
the World Series
mascot. Their mascot's awesome.
and Filtered Sunshine. Next live show, we'll debate the movie. Okay, hey, good morning, Mark. Mark is from Rhode Island.
I would love to visit Rhode Island.
That's on a bucket list right
Yeah,
there.
it's on my bucket list too.
Yep.
I need to visit all of New England as well. Like I've only been to New York, New Jersey, but I would like to visit more of that.
I'm thinking that is going to happen sometime next year. Because this year has been about getting our house in order,
Yeah.
both personally and professionally.
For sure.
And so, get our house in order, and then next year we can start growing.
Yeah.
It's been a rough 20 years.
Sarah and I, we want to start trying to get in as much traveling as we can before
Let's
we
see.
start popping babies
Oh,
out.
we got people talking. No thanks to the Royals. Angels beat up on the Royals this week. Yeah.
doing
Well, the
so
Royals
well.
are Royals are brutal, man. I don't know what's happened to the Royals. They went from World Series champs to just chumps again. I can't even make fun of them. I can't even make fun of them because it's sad.
He calls them
They're doing so
chumps.
well since losing their big guns with the hard games coming up. Absolutely. So they got
Fill me in.
They got Tampa Bay coming up.
Okay.
Then they've got Boston. They've got the Angels.
Okay.
They got the Yankees.
Okay.
They got the Orioles, but that's not a big deal. They'll take care of the Orioles. So this is like June is like murderer's row when it comes to their schedule. If they can survive June and still be in first place, they're
They
going to
actually
roll.
have- they have
They're
a
going to
good
roll.
shot.
And,
Okay.
the thing is,
Okay.
they have been on fire since Robinson Cano got busted for PEDs.
Oh,
So they've actually got a better record without him than they do with him.
good.
So it's fun. Like Tuesday night, we watched the baseball game at our Cougar meeting, and only 20 games under 500.
I don't know what that
We
means.
call them our local AAA team. So basically, they're like
Gotta go. Bye, Marisa.
30 and 50. Bye, Marisa.
Oh, okay.
See you later, Professor X. Yeah, so they're like, think about it like that way. They're like 30 and 50. If I'm just giving you rough numbers.
So note to self, and to anybody that's watching this that's ever going to be on this show, study baseball, know your stats, because I don't know anything right now. No idea what's going on.
Well, Paul, I'm actually going to WSU Day next month. I'm taking my son. We're going to go to WSU Day. We're going to get these cool Mariners hats that are Cougar colors. So it should be a lot of fun.
Now, let me ask you this left field conversation. Your daughter did
Yep.
not go to WSU, correct?
Jessie. Yeah.
She's going up north,
Yeah.
right? How does that make you feel?
She's going to Western Washington University. So it's not.
It's not the other
There's
one.
like UW and WSU.
Okay.
And then there's Central, Western, and Eastern. And then there's everybody else. So Western doesn't have a football team.
Oh, fair enough.
Let's put it to you that way. So it doesn't bother me. However, she did try to break my heart after her freshman year.
Did she try to go to UW?
She said she was going to transfer to UW, and they denied her. Because here's the thing.
I didn't mean to laugh like
No. Here's the thing. They denied her because they make more money accepting new students and out-of-state
Absolutely.
students
That's
than
awful.
transfer students. And so I told her, I said, guess what? Now you too have a reason to hate the University of Washington.
That's hilarious.
But you know, to her benefit, to lift her up, she was down for about 20 minutes, and she's like, you know what? F it. I'm going to excel at Western.
It is what it is.
And next year is her senior year, and she says, I busted my butt my sophomore and junior years so hard that my senior year, I don't have to work as hard. I'm like, you know what?
That's what I did. I mean, I busted my butt, screwed off freshman year, sophomore, junior year, I went like ham on all my classes. Senior year, so we were on trimesters, and then so senior year, I was still going, like still had all that momentum. End of trimester, my counselor was like, "Oh, you didn't take this freshman health class, therefore you're not going to graduate unless you take this freshman health class." So I was like, "That's not a big deal. I'm just gonna go get my GED." Ended up just like cruising through high school. I ran our high school's cafe, right? So I get to school at like 5 a.m., open the cafe, make everybody's coffee and stuff like that. I was out of school by 10 a.m. every day. From 5 to 10 is all I went to school in high school. We did like some college classes and stuff. And then right like midway through our third trimester, I went and got my GED. Like, it was just, and everybody's like, "Oh, your GED is so hard." I'm like, "No, it took me like 3 hours to take it." It's 8th grade, literally, it's 8th grade knowledge.
Oh my gosh.
But it holds the same weight as a high school diploma, right? It just obviously looks bad.
Well,
whatever.
that's it. Well, you know, the thing is nowadays, they say the bachelor's degree is the new high school diploma.
Yeah, it really is.
So a GED is kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
I got GED.
It's like, it cracks me up when people are like, "Oh my God, I graduated high school."
Oh, okay, Paul. We'll figure something out, man. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I don't get up to Seattle much anymore just because it's a hot mess to go up there, but yeah.
Do you usually take the train or do you drive?
I think when I go with my son, if the train's available, I'll probably take it.
Yeah.
At the very least, I'll go up to Tukwila and grab
Take the light rail?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I used to do. But yeah, I mean, it's just, everybody's like, "Oh, I graduated high school." It's like, great. Now you get to get punched in the face. See how that feels. Wait till you get a job and graduate college.
All right, so what time you got?
10:49.
All right, we got about 10 more minutes to go. You guys, tell us, what should we talk about? Rory sits behind me at Seahawks games.
Does he throw popcorn at you? Because he does that to me all the time.
You know what the cool thing was? Again, I had no idea that Paul was at the Seahawks game. I took my daughter.
You get around, Paul.
Oh, he gets around. Ask him about his neighbor that loves his cougar ambulance. He has a neighbor that hates his cougar ambulance.
Really?
I love his cougar ambulance. Have you seen it?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude, go to Paul's page. He's got a cougar ambulance. It's pretty gangster.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. Anyways, you guys, we got a few more minutes left. Anything else we should talk about?
You guys want to ask us questions? Let us know. We're here to answer them.
What do you got going on this weekend? Well, you told us you got the
So
photo
yeah,
shoot.
I actually have motorcycle races this weekend over at the Ridge, which is who I also work for, out in Shelton. That starts Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Goes until Sunday at like 5, depending on how many people want to crash in the rain. And then probably just taking photos and doing video stuff for the Ridge. I'm probably gonna stop by my friends. You're a beer guy, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So do you ever get down to Olympia?
Every once in a while, mostly just for work right now.
So there's a place called Northwest Beer Works.
Okay.
Down in Olympia. They are owned by my friend Lisa and her husband, or I think her husband owns this with a partner. Anyway, they have like 72 taps, and they rotate through all the local craft beers. Really cool spot. I highly recommend that you guys go check them out. But they actually have, I think it's an old Mercedes fire truck that they converted into a rolling beer house.
Oh,
it's got
that's
like
cool.
24 taps, can fit 24 kegs in it, and just shows up and runs its own beer license and like just pour beer right on the spot.
Nice.
Awesome. Anyway, that was
Paul
my
has a
shout-out.
question. What is an ARM?
What is an ARM? It's an adjustable rate mortgage. It's great for some people. It's not great for a lot of people. It's what crashed this industry a long time ago.
So, what is it?
So basically what an adjustable rate mortgage is you're going to see two numbers, right? You're going to see like a 5-1, 3-1, 5-2, stuff like that. The first number is how many years it is fixed for, you have a fixed rate, right? So if it's, let's say, a 5-1 ARM, 5/1, it's fixed for 5 years, right? So whatever your interest rate is at that point, it's fixed for 5 years. On the 5th year, it can change every year only once per year, right? So it'll change every year once. So that's what an ARM is. It's great for some people it's great for like Amazon employees that are only coming in for like 3, 4, 5 years. They don't want to waste money on renting, so they'll buy a house, buy a condo on like a 5-1 or 7-1 ARM, knowing that they're only going to be here for 3 to 5, 6 years.
Is there normally a better interest rate up front?
A little. There's not a lot of ARM programs nowadays, but what I did find out is that ARMs are really popular in the UK.
Really?
Yeah. Because Sarah was joking about how she might have to go move to the UK for work, and I was like, let's go, I'm down, I'll get my license and let's do it. But they have a lot of programs that are 3-year, 5-year fixes, and apparently the interest rate goes down the longer you stay in your mortgage. I don't know if this is true or not, don't quote me on that, I need to
Sign
look.
me up for that.
Right?
Angelo!
What's up,
What's
Angelo?
going on, buddy boy? Cool.
Yeah,
Well, for me this
so
weekend,
that is an ARM. What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend I am helping out a client, or not a former client, he's a friend.
Yeah.
We had a situation where he bought vacant land. The sellers were supposed to, we can talk about that real quick. The sellers were supposed to clean up some garbage that was on the property, and they didn't, and we closed, and we don't have leverage anymore. So I said, hey, you know what? Let me bring my truck out. Let me bring my trailer out. I will help you get this taken care of. You know, I want you guys to be happy. And I'm sorry that the sellers didn't do what they should have done. So I'm helping him on Saturday, and then on Sunday. Normally I take Sundays off.
Yeah, for family, rightfully so.
But we've got a client who needs to have an inspection on Sunday.
Gotcha.
And so I told Luke, because Luke actually he's got crazy plans this weekend too. Before he goes on his vacation. Yeah, your vacation. He's got crazy plans this weekend, and so I said, you know what, I'll help out.
Do you see this? Is renting really a waste? I can't afford to buy the place I rent in Alki for $1,099 a month. Yeah, stay there. I mean, yes, it's a waste of money. You're paying somebody else's mortgage, but if you're renting a place for $1,100 on Alki, like you'll never find that deal anywhere else.
No.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So really, you just have to come to your own decision of, am I cool with wasting $1,100 a month for my uber awesome place on Alki, or do I want to start investing into my own self, into my own property, the money that I can keep over the course of 10, 20, 30 years?
You know what? I agree with that. I was watching a YouTube video last week. My brother sent me. My brother's very frugal. Works for Microsoft. Dude disgusts me at how frugal he is. But he sent me this video. He's like, hey, watch this. And I'm listening to this guy, and the guy in there is talking about not everybody should buy a house. Which kind of made me open up my mind a little bit, made me realize that, you know what, some people it makes sense, but other people it doesn't. And like at $1,100 a month, it does not make sense to buy a house right now.
I mean, if you want to put that extra into Bitcoin, by all means.
And there you have it, people. There you have it. We brought Bitcoin up.
Brought crypto up. I don't even know what Bitcoin's at right now. If it's under 6,000, I'd say buy it.
I have zero idea about Bitcoin. All I know is that when I hear about it, I kind of just chuckle.
Yeah.
I'm a Bitcoin expert.
Really?
All right.
Actually,
I'm an imaginary dragon expert.
I actually had a friend. She was really big into Bitcoin probably 6-7 years ago, and got in when it was still like literally a fraction of a penny per Bitcoin. Buys a ton of Bitcoin, starts to go up, and she sold it all off a few years ago. But I did the calculations, and had she kept it when it peaked at 17,000, she would have had over $3 billion in Bitcoin. Or no, $3 million in Bitcoin.
So the problem is, and I obviously don't want to go down this big rabbit hole, but the problem is you still, until you can come to Anthem here and say, I'd like to buy my coffee with Bitcoin, it doesn't do you any good because you still have to convert it to regular currency.
Yep. You can do, I think there's a lot of cannabis shops that do Bitcoin now.
Of course. It's like college. For some it the way. For other, it's a waste of time.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I didn't go to college. Like,
Yep.
I went to college for a year and then I dropped out and started companies and went down whatever path that I decided to go down on. And I mean, yes, it's a little bit harder for some people. It was harder for me for a while, especially as a recruiter, because I had all this skill and talent and knowledge and experience, but a company wouldn't hire me because I didn't go to college.
Right.
You know, which is unfortunate. So I think nowadays in today's world, a lot of
I
companies,
didn't know that. Overstock.com takes Bitcoin.
there you go. You know, I think a lot of companies now, especially from a recruiting standpoint, let me put my recruiter hat on, a lot of companies are looking more at like your experience and the amount of work and like acknowledgments and accomplishments that you've had over the course of your career versus looking at like, oh, okay, so you spent 4 years out of college and he knows how to read and focus. Great.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's obviously colleges like Harvard, Stanford, Yale, all the big colleges and whatnot. But, you know,
one thing that I've been hearing lately is a new trend on hiring, and there's a guy who does this down in Vancouver, and what he does is he brings on 3 to 5 people, pays them like a base amount of money,
yeah.
and says, "I'm hiring one of you. Go."
Yeah.
And to me, that seems more fair,
Yeah.
because it's like I chased the college dream.
Yeah.
It took me 11 years.
I have my bachelor's, not super helpful, my mobile maintenance shop.
Right. And that's what I was going to say, is I chased my bachelor's degree for 11 years, finally got it in 2011.
Congratulations.
Wasted a lot of effing time in my life getting this thing, and I don't use it. The only gratifying thing that came out of my 2 years of bachelor's degree that turned into 11 years of school was I now appreciate classical music.
And now he can proudly hold his cup.
No, I can hold a degree, and on the other hand, I can hold my loan paperwork. So,
that's a whole nother topic.
yeah, and it's tough because my daughter, she's going into her senior year.
Yeah.
My son, who graduated last year from Emerald Ridge, he's like, "Dad, I don't think I'm going to go to college." And I said, "You know what? Go do something. If you're not going to college, go to a trade school.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go do something."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was having this conversation with my wife the other day. Like,
For sleep in his truck at games, that's what I did.
You know,
Cost me nothing.
My wife and I, we were talking about, like, you know, how are we going to handle, like, our kids when they graduate and what they want to go do. And we decided, like, if you don't want to go to a 4-year college, you're doing something. Like, you're going to a trade school. If your passion is music production, we're putting you into an art school.
Yes.
So you'll
Yes.
really learn that craft.
Yep.
You know, because then that way you actually have a craft that you can utilize.
That's dedication. No, it's being cheap. It's being a cheapskate is what it is. 2 years ago, John and I went to the UCLA game over in Pullman.
Yeah.
And we slept in my pickup truck in the Walmart parking lot just so we didn't have to pay for a hotel.
People do it all the time.
And you know what? We wake up in the morning, walk into Walmart, take a leak, brush your teeth.
I mean, that's what I had a gym membership for. Like, 11 years, like, rough time for me in my life 10 years ago. But I mean, I literally had a gym membership that I wasn't paying for just so I could take a shower. Because I had nowhere else to take a shower at.
Yeah.
You know, like, you do what you have to do. You do what you have to do in order to survive. And I think everybody has that fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
You know, and I pray that a lot of people, like, I always push people to have that fight mode. You know, instead of just, like, flying away and pretend like the problem's going to go away. No, it's not.
Yeah, they don't.
It's right to you.
And party to the pugilants. I did. I had a beer and I believe I had a grilled cheese sandwich made
how
with
was it?
Cougar Gold. Oh my gosh. Have you ever had Cougar Gold?
I maybe have.
It is delicious
Is it?
cheese. Yes. Yes.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
All right, you guys. Well, that's it. I can't think
you.
of anything else.
Come see me. We do in-house training, and we walk you through all the licensing you need.
Yep.
you
We
go.
actually once Luke gets back from his vacation.
Talk to me about guns for showers. I like the cheaper.
Of every living is Keller Williams a pyramid scheme. No,
I don't think it is.
Not in the traditional sense.
No.
It's just,
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's a whole nother show.
We should all go to coffee. We'll talk about it.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something else and I got distracted.
Promote yourself.
Promote myself.
Yeah.
I am me.
This is your show.
I am me.
Tell everybody about yourself.
Oh, I was talking about Luke, and I was talking about we'll catch up with Jeremiah after he gets back from vacation.
Yeah.
So
we talk about Jeremiah and Luke after he gets back from vacation.
That's exactly what we're going to talk about. Yep. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Beer. All, you know what? Okay, I got one final thing. Unfortunately, I can't stop talking.
Oh.
That's my problem.
Remember, we did an hour and a half when I did my thing.
Oh my gosh, that's right. We did. So I went out and had beers with client friends of mine last weekend.
Okay.
And they tapped a keg, and the keg was Unicorn Tears. And it was an oatmeal milk stout with a cherry flavor. And it was the bomb. And I was lit after one glass. It was that strong. And the thing was, they had two drinks. They had that drink, and then they had another one called Glitter Dust or something like that.
I need to go to this place.
So it was like an IPA, but it had glitter in it. And it looked really cool. It was like, you see glitter paint.
Yeah.
But it not like shiny glitter like kids' projects, but like fingernail polish. It looked like fingernail polish, but it tastes like an IPA. It wasn't that good. I didn't like it. But the Unicorn Tears,
Jeremiah's life is a vacation. I envy that.
Life is a highway. So anyways, yes, I hung out with friends last week. Still getting over it. No. Anyways. All right, you guys. Katie, good to see you on here. All right, buddy, that's it. That's all. I got to get out of here.
So do I.
Because I have to go get some closing gifts for our clients that are closing this afternoon, or signing this afternoon, and closing on Friday.
I got a ton of emails and people screaming at me right now. They're like, "Hey, Jeremy, I'm busy."
Now you know why I put on Do Not Disturb.
Right?
Oh, my phone would be just going bananas.
We're down to 4 now, though.
Down to 4, yeah. Everyone's got to go to work, too, so. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us.
You shouldn't get it fixed. You should just buy a new one.
Luke, if you watch this on the after show, because I'm sure you will, buddy, Luke actually watches the shows over again.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
which
awesome.
I find kind of funny.
I've watched ours a couple times.
Well, they better hurry up. They got 15 minutes.
Yeah, they got
It's a
15
minute
minutes.
spot. Anyways, Luke, hope you feel better, buddy.
Feel better, bud.
Luke is heading out on vacation on Wednesday. So next week, I have an old show favorite. Not an old person, but an old show favorite. We're talking like the old cup of coffee days.
Oh, snap.
I've got good word that none other than Mandy Atkins is going to join me on our show. Oh, you know who Mandy is.
I've probably seen
You've
her.
seen shows with Mandy where it's ridiculous. She's like kind of like the female version of you.
Huh.
But she
I
knows.
want to meet her.
But she knows more about pop culture than you do.
Probably. Probably.
So, anyways, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic weekend. Unfortunately, the weather's going to suck. Fall's going to be here for the weekend. 58 degrees is a high on Sunday. So, take care of yourselves, you guys.
See you guys.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Thank you, sir. It was really good to have
It was
you on here.
absolutely awesome.
See you guys later.
See ya.